Hi, I'm Tim with the Office for Mac group. In this video series, I'm going to show you several ways to customize and manage your Outlook inbox. Keep in mind that you can pause and resume the video at any time to follow along at your own pace. Okay, let's get started. By default, the Outlook Mail interface is divided into three vertical panes. On the left is the navigation pane, where you have the view switcher to switch between the different Outlook views and all of your mail folders here in the folder list. For this video, we're going to stay in the mail view. Click a folder and all the messages in that folder appear in the item list. Click a message in the item list and the contents of the message display in the reading pane. To change the size of any of the panes, just drag the border between the panes. If you would rather see the reading pane below the item list, click the Organize tab. Click Reading Pane and then click Below. When you position the reading pane below the item list, you can add or remove columns from the item list. Just hold down Control and click or right-click on any of the columns and then choose the ones that you want. To sort the folder, for example, to see all of the messages arranged alphabetically by the name of the sender, just click the column heading. Let's move the reading pane back to the right of the item list and move on to the next lesson where we'll look at how to view mail messages by conversation. By default, Outlook groups all messages with the same subject into what's referred to as a conversation. This arrow next to the message indicates that the message is part of a conversation. Click the message, and in the reading pane, you can see a list or index of all the messages in the conversation in the order that they were received. Click any message in the list to open that message in the reading pane. Notice that the selected message appears highlighted in the item list. To return to the conversation index, click this button that appears at the top of any message in the conversation. If you don't want your messages to appear grouped by conversation, here on the Organize tab, click Conversations. Now each message in the conversation appears as a standalone message. Notice that the Show All Messages icon still appears at the top of the message so that you can jump to the conversation index at any time. Finally, let's look at some of the options you have for viewing conversations. On the Outlook menu, click Preferences and then click Reading. Here you can choose if you want Outlook to show only one conversation expanded at a time. If you want the conversation to expand automatically when you click a collapsed conversation in the item list. And if you want conversation messages to appear highlighted to make them stand out from the other messages. In the next lesson, we'll look at how to view the messages from multiple email accounts in a single inbox. Outlook makes it simple to add and manage multiple email accounts. On the Tools menu, click Accounts. As you can see, I already have two accounts set up. One is a Microsoft Exchange account, and the other a Hotmail account. In this video, I'm not going to show you how to add an account. What's important to know is that by default, Outlook groups messages from all of your accounts into a single inbox, so that you don't have to move between different folders to read email from different accounts. To browse messages for each account, expand the inbox folder, and a folder appears for each account. For example, here is the main folder for the Exchange account. The On My Computer folder is for the Hotmail account. If you had rather Outlook not combine messages from your accounts, on the Outlook menu, click Preferences. Then click General and clear the checkbox to Group Similar Folders. Now in the folder list, notice that we have an inbox for the Exchange account and one for the Hotmail account. In the next lesson, we'll look at how to use filters to show only the messages that you want. Outlook filters give you a way to show messages in a folder that meet specific criteria. Let's filter the Exchange inbox to see only the messages that haven't been read yet. First, select the folder that you want to filter, in this case, the inbox. Now, on the Home tab, click the arrow next to the Filters button, and then click Unread. Notice that only unread messages appear in the item list. Now say that within the filtered messages, you want to see only those that are marked as high priority. Click the arrow next to the Filters button. Notice that the unread has a check mark next to it to indicate that the filter is applied, and then click High Priority. Now, only unread, high priority messages appear in the item list. To turn off the filters, you can either click the Filters button again, or click another folder in the folder list. Keep in mind that you can apply filters only to one folder at a time. In the next lesson, we'll look at how you can use smart folders to save frequent searches. You can think of a smart folder as a saved search that continually and automatically updates so that you don't have to redo a search. Let's create a smart folder that searches for all messages containing the phrase Store Opening. First, click in the search box and type the word or phrase that you want to find. As you type in the search box, Outlook displays several options to limit the search. For example, you could limit the search to the subject of a message. For now, let's just use the keywords that we typed. Notice that the search results appear in the item list, and that the Search tab appears on the ribbon for quick access to all of the other search options. For example, you can change the scope of the search to the current folder, its subfolders, or include all mail or all Outlook items. For this search, let's use all mail. Now click Advanced and add another search criteria. Now the search results include all the messages that match both of the selected criteria. Once you add all the search criteria you want, click Save. And then type a name for the smart folder that appears in the navigation pane. Notice that Outlook comes with 3 smart folders already created for you. To edit or delete a smart folder, hold down Control and then click or right-click on the folder. To run the search, just click the folder. Any new messages that match the criteria you entered will appear. To hide the Search tab, in the navigation pane, close the Smart Folders section, or just click in another folder. So those are some of the ways that you can customize and manage your Outlook inbox. To learn more about Outlook and tips for staying organized, check out Help in the Office for Mac website.